Hello, Alex here from Practice Web Client Support, and in this video we will talk about how we can add our newly published pages to our various menu drop-downs. So in future you may decide, for example, to publish a new page for a new service that you are promoting, and you want obviously people to be able to go onto your menu and be able to click on it to read. Unfortunately, once you publish the page, it does not get automatically added to the menu drop down. So again, the menu being these links here, and you can see on our test website there are sub pages nestled underneath these parent items. So if you imagine you have a service menu item like this, underneath that you have a series of sub pages for your individual services. You want to add the new page for your new service under this listing, and as I said, unfortunately this is not automatically done. It will be a manual process, but fortunately it is very straightforward, and in this video we will go through the process. So we go to the dashboard, and as always on the left hand side you have the same links to click on. You want to go near the middle until you see one link called Appearance, and in Appearance there's only one link called Menus. So we click on Menus and we'll be taken to the menu editing page. So this is where you can go about re-editing your various menu listing. Now the first thing to note here is at the top there's a section here asking you to select the menu to edit. Depending on your website you may have a few menus or you might have quite a lot, but generally the one you want to change is the main primary one, which again is this one here, which will always be at the top of your website. That is how your clients and visitors navigate their way around the website. So this is the one you generally want to work on. So if you go back to menu, the main primary one is already selected, and if it's not, just pick it from the list and click select. Once you've done so, if we come down a little bit more, we have the page split into two here. So if I start with the right, got the menu structure, and you can kind of see how the ordering of the various pages and links are set out. Of course, this being a test site, we have our services here and we have a single drop down under that. Now if you want to add your new page to this list, you can do so from the left side box here called Pages, and you should see a listing here of various pages with checkbox next to them. All you need to do is find the name of your published page and click the checkbox next to it. I should point out that in order for your page to appear in here, you must publish your page first. You cannot leave it in draft, otherwise the system will not pick it up and it will not appear in here. So always make sure to publish your page first. But we have a page here called Test. So again, if you imagine this is going to be your new service page, we're going to pick the checkbox next to it here. And then once you have made your choice, come down here to this button where it says Add to Menu. Click on Add to Menu. There is a circle icon here just denoting it's loading in, but once that disappears, it has been added to the listing on the right. There won't be any confirmation it's been added, but what you will have to do is just scroll down the listing, and by default it always gets added to the bottom of the list here. Here it is. But obviously we do not want it to be sitting here, so what we would do is drag it to the position we want it in. And this works on a click and drag basis, so if you just go over to the box for test page, if you click with your mouse and hold, then it will allow you to drag the box into a different position. And again, you can kind of tell where it would sit because there's like a dotted outline just before you actually place it in. So obviously what we're going to do is put it under services, and actually let's put it under single services here. So I'm going to indent it like this. So now before I save, we can have a little check, and we're making sure that the test page is going to be a sub page under the main services link, which is at the top of the website. So in your case, you might have a fair few more sub pages. Just position the new page to wherever you want it to be on the list. For example, maybe you have pages in alphabetical order, therefore depending on the name of your new page you want to situate it alphabetically. In this case, we'll just put it below single services. And once you've done, click on the Save menu button, the bottom right, obviously to save your work. So we're going to do on that. Just going to wait. Okay, so our main has been updated. So if we go to the actual website here, and then if I refresh my session, and then if we go into services now, where it was showing single services before, we now have single services and test page. And if we click on test page, that should take us to the actual page itself, which is this. So you can apply the same process with your newly published pages, and if you want to add it into your services sections or your sector sections, then this is the process on how to do it. And it's really straightforward. As you can see, we've successfully added our test page to the services drop down. So hopefully this video helps in explaining to you how you can add your newly published page. As I said, the process is the same each time you want to add a page to your menu links. But of course, if you have any questions or queries, please get in touch with us and we'll take it from there. But otherwise, thank you for listening, and we shall look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.